Let's assume you are a project manager and you'd like to find some talent to add to your projects. You know the skill set you're looking for, but you just need to find the resources that have some availability to go onto your project. Now, how would you do that? It turns out that Standard Time has a nice solution for that. Let's start by going to the Tools menu, choosing Projects. Now we're going to right-click on a project and choose Assign Users by Skill. We know the skill set that we're looking for, so we'll go ahead and choose that from the drop-down list. And now Standard Time is looking for all the employees that have availability and skills for your project. It turns out that we've got a number here, but Buzz, Cuz, Dan, and Ray are already assigned to the project. You can see that by the checks over on the left-hand side. Fred is the only one that is not assigned, and he does have the skills, Engineer 1, Engineer 2, Project Manager, and it looks like he has some availability. 184 hours, 37 hours, 145 hours. Now 37 is not so great, but it might work. So let's go ahead and click the ... button. You'll see a graph of Fred's availability during this date range. Now you can change the date range to kind of look out into the future a little bit farther if you need to. You can also flip this chart over by looking at the bar chart, which is the task resource allocation. Browse your mouse over these and you'll see the projects and tasks that Fred is assigned to. But this little availability chart gives you a nice look at the times and hours that Fred is available. Now this 37 hours is not so great, so maybe there's something that can be done about this. But the first question you might be asking is, where do these skills come from and where do the available hours come from? So let's go ahead and answer those questions by first of all closing out of these dialog boxes. We'll go to the Tools menu, choose Users and Organization. As we click on the users on the left-hand side, you see the skills down here on the right. You can fill these out. This allows you to search the system for employees that have certain skill sets. As I click on the employees on the left-hand side, you see the available skills that they have. In this case, Fred has Engineer 1, Engineer 2, and Project Manager. The next question is where those hours come from. Let's go to the Project Tasks tab, and here you see a list of your projects. You see the tasks listed underneath there, and these tasks are assigned to users. And so when they're working on tasks, they're assumed to be busy, and so that's where those available hours are coming from. Now, there's a task down here that is assigned to Fred. We're going to go and choose Dan to also work on the same task. Click Save and Close. So he's going to share some of the work and make Fred maybe a little more available. Let's go back to the Tools menu, choose Projects. We'll right-click on the project, choose Assign Users by Skill, and we're going to choose the same skills that we saw before. Now the system was going to find all the availability for these employees. We see again Fred is not assigned here. He has the skills, and now his available hours are a little more than 97 hours instead of 37, which makes him nicely available throughout these 3 months. So we could click on this button, click the Add button, and that would add Fred to our project. Now you probably want to go to Fred first and see if he wants to work on your project, but if he does, we click Add here. He'll be added to the project and he will get an email notification telling him that he's now on the project. So that's a way for you as a project manager to go and find the talent you need to get to add to your project.